We did it. What did we do? Stay tuned to find out.
This episode of D&D, we're doing tech
the
support.
farm RPG.
Tech support on the farm. Tech support.
Just in
IT.
case you didn't know what you were listening to, this is D&D on the Farm RPG with our full host of characters today. We'll start with our recently buttons pushed to the correct position, Cole.
Hello, I am Cole. I am playing Kokusho, who is a bronze dragonborn ranger. And I swear my mic is fixed somehow by clicking some buttons.
No longer being abducted.
That's right. We also have Augie with Claims of Aliens.
Hi, I'm Augie, playing Astley, the Jingle Gnome Bard.
And using the cheap headset that seems to put everyone else's mic to shame, it is Boobun.
Hi, I'm Boobon. I'm playing Spectre, the Rebexy rogue, ready to stab and wear my cheap headset.
It's Jabra. They make good stuff. They make the earbuds I like to use.
Yeah, it was free. It's my work headset. I use it all day. It's repurposed at night for this.
Thank you, Boobon's work, for providing such nice headsets.
Yes, quality goods.
So I see Augie is working on getting the dice rolls sorted out.
Yeah, I gotta.
Looks like everybody's
shake
rolling.
out all the bad rolls.
No,
no more. That's
Take it
it.
out.
That's the last one.
I rolled one too many times.
No, that's too. Yeah, no
No.
more.
No, so
No
that's
more.
the
We might
cutoff.
need
When
that.
we get a good roll, that's how we start.
Oh, okay.
All right, natural 20. What do we get advantage on?
You got advantage on starting the session with a reminder of where we were at last time.
Yeah, that's
We'll take
needed.
it.
I think. Yeah.
All right. So we spent about half the last session getting through the monkey door. And then we entered the first chamber where we were hearing some water dripping further off. And there were piles of bones and skeletons holding weapons and rotted treasure chests and things. It looks like everything of value in this room had been taken out. And meanwhile, Cole kicked a pile of rubble. The skeletons came to life. We had a nifty little battle, and we stopped with one skeleton left holding for dear life onto his warhammer, while two simultaneous mage hands are pulling it away, and they are locked in this tug of war with neither side making any progress.
No, his grip slipped a little bit with that disadvantage.
It did. Yeah, he got pulled a little bit. He's kind of off balance. So we aren't in initiative order at this point. We're out of combat, unless you want to go back into combat for some reason. But let's not do any PvP here. How would you like to handle this situation?
Astley continues the mage hand.
I think Spectre's going to probably drop her mage hand just because she's got 6 hit points currently and is hurting. So she's going to slump over on the floor and just hold some wounds.
Okay. And what's Kokusho going to do?
Did I successfully... are the zombies still attacking me? I forget. Are they?
No, zombies are down. There's just a skeleton left.
Okay. I guess I will go over to Spectre and I guess use Cure Wounds on her.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get that roll.
I guess
Cure Wounds.
Astley's going to vicious mockery again. The Skelebro.
The Skelebro.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with that healing roll.
Oh, I rolled mine. I don't know if
The
it'll hit or
damage,
not.
yeah,
but...
assuming it fails. It's charisma, right?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom. Okay. I did not have my books open. I probably should have done that before we started, huh? That would be preparing.
You live and you learn.
Yeah. Or not.
I'm opening a Pop-Tart wrapper. I apologize if there's any crinkling. I'm trying to hold it as far away as I can without dropping my Pop-Tarts.
It's a loud Pop-Tart. So yeah, the skeleton is insulted. It's softened by the fact that one of the mage hands has released, and it kind of like falls over backwards now, clearly pulling Astley's mage hand around with ease. Meanwhile, Kokusho comes over to heal Spectre, and it was 4 points on the roll plus your spellcasting modifier, which is Wisdom for Rangers, which is 0.
Okay, so 4. So I'm up to 10 hit points.
4
Hooray.
hit points.
Thank you, buddy. She kind of brushes herself off. She's at half hit points basically now. So
I'll emphasize we did not build any of these characters to be optimized.
oh, definitely
What
not. No,
they
it's
do.
fine. It's fine.
4 plus
Maybe Astley
0.
for performance.
What more optimal could you ask for? I like adding 0 to things.
I know. Yeah. Just don't
The bard
divide
is
by
the
it and we're
tank.
all good.
Yeah, the
Pretty
bard
much.
does have the most hit points of us all.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So skeletons fall over. It is insulted.
Hurt
Spectre, you're
by 4
feeling a little bit
points.
better. Hurt by 4 points. I don't think that's the first time it was insulted, as I recall.
Correct. I think it's like the 3rd.
Yeah. It's still it's getting up. It's trying to pull this warhammer away from the force pulling on it, and it's just slowly backing towards the wall. With only one mage hand, it's winning this tug of war.
I mean, I guess I'll if it steps back, I'll step forward.
I mean, do you just want to insult it to its second death? If that's what you'd like to do, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. After a long enough slew of insults, before it hits the back wall, it finally gives up the ghost and just drops. And the mage hand, or the warhammer drops that it was holding. The mage hand is still pulling it in the same direction you're directing it to.
Cool. We did it.
You did it. Yep.
Hooray!
That's the thing that we did, that we alluded to.
We killed it.
Kokusho, do you want a warhammer?
Sure.
I
I
like
have
mage
to-
hands a warhammer over.
I was gonna say, do I have to use mage hand to use it though?
Probably not.
All right, Kokusho grabs the warhammer coming towards him.
Just checking that it's not super heavy. It's only 2 pounds for a warhammer, so yeah, the mage hand can move it around no problem. Yeah, another weapon you can use by itself, but they're good for things like skeletons that crumble and crack when you hit them with hammers.
There were some pedestals in this room too, weren't there?
There were, and there used to be shiny objects on them. They are now empty. They're just nice stone-looking pedestals, probably about 3 feet high. And the room goes quiet. You still hear the dripping sounds coming, or the sound of rushing water from a passageway you can see an exit from on the back of the room, opposite, but a little bit to the right of the tunnel which you guys just came through to get into here. It is a fairly large room.
Can we look? Can Astley look around for anything shiny that may have been overlooked previously?
Is there any treasure that wasn't picked up? Sure. Let's get a perception roll for that.
That is an 8 or an unnatural.
An 8.
The unnatural 20 was the other roll.
Unnatural
That is
20.
an 8. Yep. Excuse me. So looking around, it's pretty bare. I'd say the one thing that you do notice is it looks like whoever had looted this room, and probably not even once, it's probably been looted multiple times, but it hasn't been touched in a very, very long time.
A little dusty.
It's dusty, yeah, as much as you can be in a cave where the wind doesn't blow. But just the natural settling of things and the decay, that there's no footprints or things that looks like it's recently gone through. Other than, the brawl that you guys just had with the undead here.
Okay.
So there's no tracks or anything that could be
not that I saw.
leading to any movement.
I had a perception of 8, so I didn't see
Right.
nothing.
Okay. All
So
right. Well, I guess there's nothing in this room.
Yeah, Astley's ready to venture on if everybody else is.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Continuing through the room, which you're pretty sure now is completely unoccupied by living or undead. You walk through the back, and as you continue through the tunnel that leads out of the rear of this cavern, the sound of running water gets louder and louder. And you hit the point where you see what looks like a fairly healthy river flowing very quickly that blocks your path. So it's kind of like the tunnel goes, and this river is just cut through it. It's maybe 10 feet wide, and the water flows very rapidly. You can see the tunnel continues on the other side of this river.
Do we know how deep it is? Can we tell how deep it is, or is we just know? We don't know.
Where does it coming from? Like how? Like
Somewhere above, there may be some springs or something above that it's coming from. At some point, you can assume this feeds back into Lake Tempest.
Maybe this is the well. Maybe this is where the well comes from.
Oh, maybe.
Whoa.
Yeah, maybe. Start seeing a bunch of junk and
Can I
explosive float by. Well, no.
Can I try to like
Do we see
my pointy stick in to see how deep it is?
It's you push your pointy stick in, and you don't feel the bottom of it with your stick.
All right,
the current is pretty strong.
I'm not swimming in that. Not me.
How wide is the river?
It's about 10 feet across.
Okay. I look at Kokusho and I say, "Hey, want to do something fun?"
Maybe.
And she ties a rope around his waist and places her hand on his shoulder. And she's going to cast Jump. Which, if you touch a creature, the creature's jump distance is tripled until the spell ends.
Oh, okay, great. Mm-hmm. Good for you guys.
Okay. Sounds fun.
I'm tying a rope around his waist. Here, you're going to hold the other end.
Me?
And, yeah. You're going to hold it. Hold it. It's just so we have, he's our anchor point. He's going to jump across. We're going to, he can pull. He's the heavy one. I'm sending him with Jump so that he can just pull us across the river. You just have to hold on to the rope. But you have to. Let's wait till you can see the other side.
Kokusho, how far can you jump now? Before, like what are we really? What's the?
I am so well renowned for my jumping skills.
Very well renowned. Yeah. So you can jump a running long jump. You can jump a number of feet equal to your strength score. If you're starting from stopping position, it's half of that. So Kokusho has a strength of 15. If he gets a good running start, he can jump 15 feet across.
So he's going to be able to clear this no problem.
So he can jump 45 feet.
Because this is like a 45-foot jump if he wants to fully jump. If it's half of it, if he's not even just going to jump from with a run. So like if he can jump 7 feet, normally now he's going to be able to jump
20
without even running.
that.
Without even running, he can get it. Spectre could probably make it across with a good running start. Astley would struggle to make it.
Yeah.
Which is why the rope comes in handy.
Well, what if we have the rope and also like he's holding us? I feel like but I worry about, what if the rope,
the current?
Astley is looking at that. Astley's looking at the water, like not feeling that. Astley
can he carry us and also do the jump?
Oh, if he's carrying you and jumping, that would be a bit more of a struggle. He could probably carry one of you and jump.
All right. How about you? Yeah, you can take Astley across
with the jump spell. Yeah,
with the jump spell, and I'll jump on my own. Without the jump spell, because I can probably make it.
How long does the jump spell last?
1 minute. 1 minute.
So if it's cast, realistically, couldn't he bring me and jump and then come back and get you?
Yes, I guess he could do that.
It's a lot of jumping. All right.
Astley is not a jumper.
You up for it, Kokusho?
I could jump the river.
Okay.
If it's 5 feet wide, is that what we said it was, or 10 feet?
10 feet.
I can still
Need a
jump
running
it.
start. Need a
I
running
could get
start.
a running start, but I could do it.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll? That's my
No.
question. No? Okay, then I'm just going to jump. We'll do it. I'll cast
All
jump on Kokusho so that he can carry Astley across. Do the jump with Astley in his arm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like a real superhero. And I'll do the jump on my own.
Do we need some heroic theme music?
Yes, exactly.
All right. I've got nothing in my head but the Indiana Jones theme song.
I guess that's what it'll be.
I mean, that's a good one. That's what it is, yeah.
All right. To some heroic music, the trio make their way across the river. Leaving
Astley crying the whole time, adding a few drops to that river.
Yep. It's now tainted with Astley's tears. Right. Continuing on, the tunnel continues forward, and then it starts to open into another cavern, but there is a large pit, you notice, that kind of blocks your path. You can tiptoe around it, but it covers most of the width of this tunnel.
Well, if
okay.
If what about for like the small ones with like small feetsies? How
I'm
would
small,
that...
but my feetsies are big.
My feetsies are probably small. Like what kind of...
Yeah, I mean, you can tiptoe around it.
What kind of roll would that be?
It won't be a huge problem.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can just do it. You don't need to roll.
Yeah, I mean, Astley's
just
Astley is less afraid
gonna
of...
roll because...
no, Astley's just gonna go.
The danger. Okay. Yeah, let's sneak around this massive hole. What happens? Can we see down the bottom, or is it just a black cavern?
Yeah, you can look down in it, and it looks fairly deep, like maybe 30 or 40 deep, and feet deep, and there's some water at the bottom of it.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Kokusho could probably still jump
in and out of it. Maybe he could. Are you gonna ask him to?
No, I meant across.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Astley tiptoes around.
Yeah, also tiptoeing around. Hugging the wall.
Okay. All right. You hug the wall and come around this pit. The tunnel curves a little bit more, and it opens into another cavern. And this cavern has
some angry drivers,
large pools, some angry drivers, yeah. And several pools in it. And you see off on the back side of the cavern, this is about the same size as the previous, what looks like a very dilapidated ship that is kind of sitting on the ground. It's not an entire ship, like it has a little bit of a mast. And most of the base is there. I mean, it looks like it obviously didn't sail in here. It looks like it was being built in here almost. Although it looks like it's fairly old. It's not new.
Neat. All right, let's go check this thing out.
Yeah,
Spectre scurries over to take a closer look at this ship.
Astley follows behind, but is wary of more ghosties. Can I
Kokusho is still trying to...
Can I do like a check for, does anything seem suspicious or haunted or whatever?
Yeah, we could do that. What would that be? Maybe an insight check?
Suspicious or haunted, or suspiciously haunted.
Couldn't find insight. It's a 13.
13. Okay.
That's
pretty good. And what was Kokusho going to do?
Oh, I was just going to say Kokusho is still trying to figure out what the word dilapidated is.
It means that it's fairly run down, looks like it's falling apart.
Okay.
not in great condition.
Got it. But yeah, I guess Kokusho will maybe scout the perimeter and see if there's anything interesting around the outside of the ship.
Okay.
And does not want to go in and break something.
Kokusho starts moving towards the side as Astley and Spectre are kind of moving towards the ship. There is a ramp that leads up to its deck. And Astley's looking around, trying to decide, could this be haunted? Is this maybe a Flying Dutchman ship or something like that? And out of the corner of Astley's eye, she spots some movement out of one of the, I don't know if this is the right word, a portcullis, one of the holes in the side of the ship, as something large comes to the hole, and you hear a deafening boom. And Astley and Spectre need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. Ooh, okay.
That's a 7.
That's a 7. I only have 10 hit points.
That's an 8. That's an 18.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, Casca,
Right.
do you have guidance?
No, I don't have guidance.
I don't believe guidance helps with saving throws anyway.
Oh.
All right, let's see how these dice roll. Are we in trouble? Yeah, a little bit of trouble. All right. A massive cannonball comes flying towards you. And Astley, kind of aware that something is off, although not haunted, jumps out of the way. Spectre's caught off guard, and this cannonball just slams right into Spectre. And Spectre, you go flying back, slam into one of these pools, and just makes a huge splash, sending water everywhere. And you just feel like your ribs are completely crushed as this heavy ball rolls off of you.
Oof.
And it's hot. It's hot. Luckily, the pool's kind of closing, cooling you down. And you take 8 points of damage.
Yikes.
The Pokemon low
down to
health
2 hit
music.
points. Yeah, definitely like dee-doo, dee-doo. Yeah, I'm definitely I'm hurting over here. She's just gonna slump over in the pool of water.
All right. Stay hidden in the water.
Yeah, she's just down. She's just, sitting in the water, and it's just like, oh.
Do you have a cure wounds?
No, I don't.
Astley
Let me
runs
see if I have
over.
any potions.
I was gonna say, if not, I can run over and.
Let's see.
All right. Before you can react too much, you hear a voice calling out, saying, and it's kind of a weird voice, screaming, "That be your warning shot. Your pallies better stay back."
What did you call us? Astley yells back.
"You're working for Pally, ain't you? Looking for me. Stay back."
Who?
"Don't you be playing silly with me. I know who you are."
No, listen. Astley fumbles and pulls out the pirate journal. Listen, I can't explain it from here. We are looking for a guy, and we were led here, and there was a monkey on the door.
I knew it.
No,
I knew it.
We're looking
Pally hired you to come and find me, didn't he?
I know.
Stay back. I won't miss next time.
Are you the puffer guy? Are you the missing puffer guy? Crewmate number? I don't remember what. Crewmate number 5. I think it was
crewmate. 5. Puffer gang, those dirty puffer gangers. No more, I say. Stay back.
I hope you have insurance.
Whoa, but are you the guy that we're looking for? If you don't want to go back, we can tell them that. But they were worried about this guy, and we're looking for him. We don't want no trouble.
I want your insurance company's information. I think I've broken at least 3 ribs.
Hope he's got good insurance.
Can Kokusho hear the conversation where he's?
Oh yes, yeah. Kokusho is not far off.
Okay,
just wasn't in the line of fire of the cannon.
Got it.
Spectre just loves taking damage. It's like my main job at this point is just taking damage.
Spectre's superpower.
Yeah.
As the not tank.
All of the damage. As the one with the least amount of hit points, just taking the most damage at all times.
Listen. We don't want to fight. Can we?
That's smart of you.
Can we talk to you? I don't know. Like, we didn't come all
Just
this
don't
way.
come no
just to-
closer.
all right, but I can't.
I'm not
can't-
going back to those puffers.
Well,
And those
What did they
puffers
do?
better not come after me.
Well, they
We don't
didn't
wanna
know where
bring
you
you back.
were. Do you want your journal? We have your journal. Do you want it?
Hey, you can leave it there.
Well,
In the puddle.
we did.
I
And
wanna
don't
get
be
blood on
telling,
it.
don't be telling Pally where I'm at.
That dude never
the
even
heck
told
is
us his
Pally?
name. Pally. What are you doing in here?
You met the puffers, right?
The green fish.
They call themselves all crew members, but have names. The and Pally be me arch nemesis.
Were you on the crew? Are you the guy?
No more. I've renounced the puffers' way of life.
What'd they do? What that sounds
Horrible
like
things.
This sounds like
Horrible things.
Listen,
You got real beef.
Yeah, what's the beef? What'd they do to you? Like, do you need to talk about it? Like, this doesn't seem like a healthy way to cope with a situation, friend.
Just shooting random bunny
Pally
rabbits.
double crossed me, and that's all you need to know.
Oh, that's no good. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's right. They're dirty, sneaking around puffers. Can't
I mean,
trust a one of them.
I mean, they are pirates.
I mean, they didn't shoot me with a cannonball, so
That's true too. Do you have like a do you have a little healing for my friend over here? Please. We're not gonna be able to get at, like
peg legs I have. You lost a limb, I've got
You
some
don't have,
peg
like,
legs.
no,
I haven't lost a limb.
no,
I snapped a few ribs, I think.
you got some like healing ale in there or something.
Nay, just some fish that I eat for food, and I'm not sharing it. It's mine. My treasure.
Do you want a lobster roll?
Lobster roll? It doesn't sound too bad.
If you can find something in there that'll heal my friend a little bit, we'll share. We got some lobster rolls left. We'll give you one.
They're only a few weeks old.
We don't say that part out loud.
Are you trying to poison me?
I had one this
no,
morning.
You just broke all my ribs.
They're really good.
Yeah, I ate one this morning.
Very yummy.
They're
All right.
It's jerked lobster.
He's thinking it over. He's like, how do I know you're not just trying to trick me? You're not going to tie me up and take me back.
That's not really our thing.
Yeah,
You don't really tie anybody up.
Yeah, I mean, unless we're, we were looking for you, so it's cool that we found you, but we're not like that giant river back that way. Like, they had to. We're not. That's too much. That's too much. Right? They didn't even.
He's like, you don't even look wet. How did you get in here? Now I have to know.
We jumped.
We jumped.
They jumped, and I was escorted.
Jumped where?
Over the
river.
The river.
We walked through the stupid monkey.
Hold on a minute. You got through that door?
Yeah, that horrible monkey.
Yeah, with your
horrible he is. Knows more insults than a dirty puffer. And you figured out how to open the door. This is terrible.
Just barely.
I mean, listen, if you don't if you have beef with the puffers, like, that's your business. Like, we only met them because we were looking for a different guy for someone else who happened to be related to the steam wagon crew, and the puffers were actually holding that guy captive, and we beat them.
See what I mean? You can't trust them.
Okay.
They'd be dishonorable.
I believe you. They're pirates. We believe you.
That's right. Darn tootin' right they are.
But why are you hiding out in a cave? Why not just go have like a life somewhere? Like, with sunlight.
This is a life for me. Suits me fine. Away from the puffers. No one, until you came along, has been bothering me.
Mental health is important. Getting fresh air.
That's true. You need the sun. The vitamin D will do you good.
Yeah. Astley fumbles through the bag and finds like a multi Multivitamin.
Multivitamin.
Looking for multivitamins.
Yeah, slips it in the lobster
I don't
roll.
recall.
Yeah, just
I don't recall those Flintstone vitamin gummies
Mm.
being in the store, but I guess they are.
He's a
are
Flintstone
now.
kid, that's for sure.
yeah. Here, and I'll take. Astley takes one too. These are good for you. Yeah, make your bones strong, make you feel healthy. You need this. You need some sun. You don't have to go back to them. I don't care what you do, but like this is you can't do this. This is not right.
All right. Let's get a persuasion check.
Come on, dice. That is a 6.
That is a 6.
Wait, no, I want to use a bardic inspiration on myself.
Okay.
So now
Give yourself a little pep talk.
now it's an 8.
Now it's an 8. That was amazing.
God tarnation.
Really,
Tarnation.
really. Tarnation.
A real loud tarnation.
I don't give a hoot. Yeah, I got to use lots of my fillers last episode.
Oh yeah. Whoop. My bad.
Yeah. It's all good. All right. So even with that, this guy doesn't seem to be wanting to listen to you too much. He just doesn't trust you at all. He knows you talk to the puffers. The book proves it even more to him. And you're trying to sweet talk him to get on the ship is what he thinks, with talks of vitamin D and Flintstone gummies. He's not having any of it.
I mean, what can we do to convince you that we're not lying?
He says you could turn around and leave and never tell anyone where you found me or how to get here.
Well, see, I don't have to tell the puffers. I have no problem with that. However, there's a guy in town with a lot of money who was interested in the monkey door. And money speaks very loudly to us. The monkey
What kind
door.
of idiot would want to be near that monkey door?
That guy.
Another idiot with money.
Yeah,
People with money
the guy with the money.
What does he think he's gonna do with the door?
He wants
I don't know.
the
Talk
door.
to it. Maybe he's lonely.
That's crazy.
No, he wants the door, like the whole door. I don't know he's got money. I don't ask a lot of questions when they got a lot of money. So like, I'm cool with telling the pirates that it was a dead end. We don't know, but when it like someone is gonna know where this place is because
I don't think that's my only option, kiddies. Listen, you tell him where the door is, and soon everyone's going to be walking their way down here. But I got another way to keep you silent. And he starts loading another cannonball.
Hold on, I can't take another one of those.
Can Astley just go to the ramp?
Wants to dash up to the ramp.
Yeah, like not up the ramp, but just to out of line of fire from the cannon, because I assume the cannon can't hit the ship. Because it's like it wouldn't.
Well, I mean the cannon's in the ship.
Yeah, so the cannon
below deck. Right?
The cannon can't hit? Can it hit the ramp? Can it be trajectoried like that? I feel like that wouldn't make a lot of sense.
It could probably hit. Yeah, it could probably hit the end of the ramp, but if you start going up the ramp, it wouldn't be able to fly there.
Yeah, I go exactly that far and then stop.
Okay. Kokusho, what are you going to do? Is this cannonball's getting reloaded?
Is there a way to sneak behind where he's at and climb up to where he is?
You could go around to the other side, the front side of the boat.
Has he seen
try to get on the ship?
He's heard me.
He's heard, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to attempt.
He hasn't seen the Dragonborn though. He's just
I'm going to try to attempt to sneak into the ship and get close to him.
Okay, yeah. So you can, because you're already kind of on the edge. You can quickly move around, or you're not in the line of fire. Spectre, what is Spectre going to do?
She sees this cannonball getting reloaded and does not want to get shot again. She's going to try to crawl or limp her way out of the range of that, wherever that like maybe behind a rock or something.
If you hurt my friend, we are
All
going
right,
to have a problem. Astley yells.
the only real cover Spectre that you have is if you like dive down into the pool and hold your breath or something.
Okay.
That could keep you out of the line of fire.
All right. Well, then I'll chill out in the pool, just on the edge, and if he looks like he's going to start firing, I'm going to dive underwater.
Okay. So it takes this person a moment to get a new cannonball loaded up. And you can hear him muttering to himself. And the one thing you notice, he seems to have kind of a twitch where in his speech he says, "What up? What up?" as he's doing things.
And a little
And
stutter.
a little stutter, yeah. And the cannon sticks back out of the portcullis. And you hear the voice call, "Where'd you be going? Where's everyone? Did you leave? Did you take my advice?"
Kokusho stays silent.
Astley
Yeah.
also stays silent.
I'd say nothing.
All right. You're holding really, really still.
Yeah, hoping he doesn't see.
Try not to make any noise. He continues looking around for a few more minutes. And then you can assume that he has given up. You see him kind of step away. Well, you don't really see him from where you're at, but the can and then the can, you see he's not moving around anymore. It looks like he stepped back from that. What is everyone going to do?
Astley's going to keep onward. Do I see Kokusho like sneaking on from the other side?
Yeah, you can see him go around the side of the boat.
All right. I choose to be a distractor.
Okay.
Hey,
and
buddy.
what is Spectre going to do?
Just yelling words.
So at this point, is Kokusho like close enough to like? I guess like where is
I think he was like
Kokusho and
inside a
Astley?
room.
Okay.
Yeah, so Kokusho is able to kind of around the back side of this boat. You could climb up on the deck from there.
Okay.
If you would like. And Astley's on the ramp and can go right onto the deck. I'm just not sure what Spectre's doing. Did Spectre drown?
No, Spectre's just in. She like has her like mouth out of the water and is just keeping herself semi-submerged.
Just holding position.
Just
Okay.
holding position. She doesn't really have a lot of hit points to like a simple slap will kill her. Well, we'll knock her unconscious at this point. So we're trying not to get knocked out today.
All right. So Kokusho from the backside is kind of slipping up on the deck, and Spectre's on the ramp. And there are some stairs that lead up to the deck from underneath the ship. And you hear the alternating sound of a heavy boot thud, and we presume is a wooden peg leg kind of banging on the floor as this person is coming up the stairs. Are you going to stay out in view, or are you going to try to duck and hide?
Ashley's going to stay in view with the journal and lobster roll in hand.
Okay, and what is Kokusho going to do?
Yeah, I'll try to get out of their line of
Just
sight.
kind of like hang on the back side of the deck.
Yeah, but still, I guess try to get closer to them, just in a stealthy way, I guess.
Okay,
Stealth in the shadows.
from Kokusho.
Would it be with advantage because I'm being very distracting, loud?
We'll see how distracting you're.
As an 18.
I'm pretty distracting.
That's a pretty good. Yeah. No. All right. So Kokusho's kind of holding on to the edge of the deck and kind of swinging over to get closer to where the stairs are. Astley, as the door opens and you see this person walk out, the way they look is just absolutely horrific. Like their head is turned upside down and their chin is their forehead. And they're very eggish shape with a peg leg and a heavy wooden boot, wearing some pirate gear. And it catches you by such shock that you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
That is a 14. I wish it was with advantage, but it's a 14.
A 14? Okay. All right. You're able to keep your composure, but you can tell that most people
is
would
it
be
against magic
fairly
or no?
frightened. No.
Okay. Then I would have had advantage. I checked.
It may not be a natural birth defect that this person has, but it's not magical in nature, the effect of his horrific visage. All right. You keep your composure instead of kind of like screaming and being scared of him. And he looks at you. He says, "There you are. You snuck on my deck, I see."
I didn't
Well,
sneak.
you're
I
here.
told you. Here. Astley hands over the stuff, the journal, and
So sit down, grab a stool and sit down.
Astley obeys.
All
Now
right,
that
he
he's
grabs
like
a
away
stool.
from the cannon, like he's not in front of it, like aiming it anywhere. I think Spectre's going to crawl out of the water
Okay.
Shake
and
off a
onto the
little.
deck if possible. Yeah, like shakes off like a dog.
All right. And he says, Where be your friend I shot?"
Astley gestures
Then
vaguely.
that other one, he's kind of looking around, but he doesn't see the other. He doesn't see where Kokusho's kind of hiding in the back.
That's our bodyguard to make sure no harm comes to us. That's just, that's our insurance. You got your cannon. We got our other buddy, Don't worry about him right now.
He says, "All right. Well, I see we need to be making a deal then.
Yep.
The way I see it, we got a couple problems.
Yep.
I count them, but I don't know how many fingers I have. So I don't want nobody to know where I'm at, and I don't want anyone poking around here. But you want to tell someone where the door is.
For money. A lot of money.
For money. Okay. I don't need your money. I got plenty of my own treasure."
Oh, well, I mean, we want the money that the other person was going to give us to tell them about the door.
So, the way I see it, we need a cave in. You cave in the tunnel past the door, and then even if it opens, no one will come this way.
All right, but what about
I
you?
see.
What about me? What are you worried about me for? I can take care of myself.
What are you eating in here?
Fish.
I guess that's a fish. I guess come down this river. I guess.
You're like,
It's great fish in that river.
So how, like, you haven't always, you've only been down here for, however long it's been that you've been down here, a few months ish. What river, like, where does that river go? Like, where does it come from? I assume it goes to Tempest, but like, what kind of fish you got in there?
What kind of fish? I don't know. I don't remember what kind of fish I was in like Tempest. Fish that are in like Tempest, that's the ones.
You got fish bones and trout and fly.
No, he's not eating fish bones. Yeah, trout, perch, crappies, largemouth bass, an occasional globber and flyer. Really lucky it's a golden one. You can't catch those with nets. Gotta use that fishing line.
Yeah, it just seems kind of lonely in here, Like, what do you do all day?
Work on my ship. Keep my home nice and safe. Catch some fish. I guess it is a little lonely every now and then, but I'd rather be lonely than deal with those dirty puffers. Old Pally double-crossed me.
What did he do? Because he really seemed worried about you.
He wasn't worried about me. He was worried about my share of the treasure he tried to steal from me. He just wants it back.
Oh, so there's tea. What's the tea? Like, so
treasure.
So was it everybody's treasure and everybody got shares, or was it like your treasure?
It was a secret hoard Pally and I found, and we vowed to split it. And then he double-crossed me, tried to take my share for his own. I should have known better than to trust him. Then he tried to have me killed.
Huh. That sucks.
Told you can't trust him.
Doesn't sound like a very good Pally.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a pally.
Patty's horrible.
No. Sounds like an enemy.
Yeah.
Patty be me arch nemesis now. From now till the end of my days.
Instead of pally, he's enemy.
Anti-Patty.
Yeah, anti-pally.
Foe.
A foe? Sure, he could be a foe. You could say that. All right, what is Kokusho doing this whole time? Is he just hiding back, waiting, or
Still just hiding and listening.
he says, "So you cause a cave in. You can have the door. You don't tell anyone's about me, but you still have a problem. You attacked those puffers, and they think you're looking for me. They're not going to leave you alone."
Well, just tell them you found your body. You're dead.
Yeah, I mean, do you have something that you would, that we can give them that, like, they'd be like, oh yeah, like he's gone. Like, it's like I don't know, sign of proof.
Well, they won't be trusting nothing but a body. And
any bones here?
They'll know they ain't mine. Maybe you didn't notice, but I have a unique physique.
Yeah, you
I've seen
do.
worse. I've seen worse. Astley.
I mean, I'm a talking rabbit, so I mean, you got anything like I can put on these ribs?
Yeah, you really do you have anything like a Band-Aid or like an ice pack?
Maybe have a first aid kit in the back. I can check.
Thanks. These broken ribs aren't going to heal themselves. Now I'm not moving. I can't
Stay
move.
in your stools and don't move.
While he's checking, I guess Kokusho will sneak around and go to where Astley and Spectre are at.
I like that I was the only one that had to do the roll to be afraid.
Yeah, you're the first one to see him. I was going to have everybody roll, but we kind of missed that. Missed that chance. All right, so Kokusho, what would you like to do? You're able to sneak around to where they're at, sure.
Yeah, I just want to surprise him when he comes back. No real motivation. Doesn't seem like there's a need to hide anymore. Seems pretty friendly for the most part.
Wow.
Friendly-ish. So, is Kokusho going to be present when he comes back out, or is he still hiding, I guess?
Yeah. He'll be present when he comes back out.
Okay. All right. He comes back out, and for a second he pauses and looks at you, Kokusho. He's like,
Kokusho
dragon.
Hello.
That's the other guy.
Can't say I see many of you. That's the bodyguard?
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, he's bigger than the two of you combined.
True.
Like, all right, show me those ribs.
All right. Spectre lifts up her shirt. She's just a rabbit, so there's
fur,
just fuzzy.
Just fur. So he has some bandages. He kind of wraps around, kind of tight, and it's a little bit painful. So pushing against these broken ribs, but it kind of holds things in place. And he says, "You'll be sore for a few days for sure. I wouldn't recommend taking another cannonball, though.
I'm not planning on it. Don't shoot me with another one."
And this ex-pirate happens to be pretty skilled with this first aid kit, and Spectre is healed for 5 hit points.
Hooray! I'm back up to 7.
So did you put those skeletons out in that first room? What was that about?
Yeah, how'd you get by those?
Are those your buddies?
He says, I don't know what you're talking about. Skeletons, another room. I didn't come that way. That's not how I got here.
Well, then you've got another problem. If there's another entrance, then,
Yeah, where's...
Very few can swim like your pal Buddy here.
Oh, you swam upriver? You swam upstream?
I swam, yes. I found my own way in. Now, don't tell anyone about that either. But even if they knew, they'd most likely drowned.
Yeah. I think the only thing that we've encountered that could probably make that swim is its lobster roll, so...
Mm-hmm. Says, you notice my physique. I have extra large lungs. I can hold my breath for a very long time. Saved me more than twice.
No nostrils either.
In the life of pirates.
You don't even have to block your nose.
Maybe his
you don't have a nose.
Hidden gills. Okay.
He says, I can give you a powder keg to blow the tunnel past the door if you'll agree to do it. But you still have the problem with the puffers. They'll be on your back. How do I know you won't crack?
I mean,
Tell
if
them my
there's a cave,
secret.
if there's a cave in,
Do you have something that you could give
Yeah.
us that would
Yeah.
convince them?
yeah. If you do, you have like a necklace that you wear all the time, or like a,
It says the only things I have that wouldn't kill me to take would be me peg leg. I've got more of them. And my family heirloom picture of my great great aunt.
Well, you should definitely keep that.
But I don't dare part with it. I don't dare part with my picture.
I mean,
No,
they would know
we
that
could-
you don't want to part with it, though. So, like, if we take that and show that to them, they'll know you're dead because you would never let us have that normally, right?
Or maybe you could make a convincing fake, and I could keep my picture of my dear great aunt.
Hmm.
Well, I don't think any of us are picture forgers, unfortunately.
I do thievery.
I'm a tinker,
Well-
but that's building things, not.
What
art.
about what would be your dying words? What if we tell them that we found you, you attacked us, and then we killed you, and then you told us your dying words? How about that?
And it was in the ocean, and and your body's at the bottom of the ocean somewhere
Yeah, we lost you at sea.
at sea. It's fitting.
Being
So
a
you want to
pirate.
know me dying words?
Yep.
They be some kind of curse on Pally and his kin. May his children ever, forever be born naked.
I mean, I think that's pretty normal.
Okay. That's
And Harry.
yeah. Okay.
I mean, all right, we can
We can
use
tell
that.
them.
Uglier than me.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
'Cause
Do you have
are
any?
pretty ugly. No
Oh,
offense.
No,
None taken.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I think there's somebody
Oh,
out there
man,
for
no.
everybody. We ain't met him yet, but you never know.
You hitting on Buddy?
No, it's not me. No, it's not me. We don't even know
You
this
don't
guy's
wanna-
name.
Wait, he said his name was Buddy. He said
Did he?
Buddy earlier.
He said he's your pal, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh,
But Pally is not your pal. But
No,
Buddy
Pally
is your
is not his pal.
Okay.
Buddy's our pal. Well, Buddy's kind of our pal. He shot me for 10 and then gave me 5 back. So.
not your
He shot you for
buddy.
8 when you had 10.
Oh, it was 8. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, is there anything?
So you'd be needing an artist. You'd be needing an artist, it sounds.
Yeah.
Or
we're
you
gonna
can
have to
try to
probably-
convince them with me peg leg.
Let's take the
what
peg
do you-
leg and we'll.
Yeah, we've got the peg leg, the dying words. Maybe that's good.
I can try. I don't know what kind of role that would be to try to mimic it, but
Do you got like watercolors back here, buddy?
yeah.
Watercolors.
Yeah.
Nay.
Why are we supposed to recreate this? Dirt?
You need acrylic.
Acrylic. Oh, nothing but the good stuff around here.
Yeah,
Well, I have-
realistically, you could probably find someone in town to do it, but you need to have a good idea what it looks like.
Right. We'd have to re-describe it because he's not going to let us take it with us.
Right.
Can I do like a investigation check to try to commit it to memory or something like that?
Sure.
All right.
Can I also do that? Just study the picture.
22.
I don't think you
Kokusho's
need
got
to.
it.
I think he's got it. Yeah. Neither of us need to do anything. I think Kokusho's just got to go.
Kokusho's memorized the,
All right.
the photo.
Kakusha takes a
Yes.
good look at it, takes a mental picture. All right, I've
Yeah.
got it.
Buddy goes back and he brings out this really freaky looking picture. Got this very pale looking lady, similar shape to his own, kind of a fancy frame. You realize getting the frame right is probably going to be half of making a fake.
Well, what if you give us the frame and keep the photo? I can make you a new frame. I got tinker tools in my bag.
Says, nay, the frame's part of the heirloom.
Well, what's it? Do you know what's it made out of? Do you know?
I'm not a wood expert. I'm
Is it-
sure
so
it
it's
isn't
wood?
pine though.
Oh, so it's made out
Yeah,
of
it's a
wood
wood frame. It's a wooden frame.
Okay.
Well, I think Kokusho's got it in his head. He can recreate this picture.
Yeah, I think we can just take any wood of the same color, maybe dunk it in the water a bit. Should be good enough.
Weather it.
Get a little wet.
Yeah, get a little weather. Get out
Put
our
some dirt
coffee,
on
make
it.
some coffee stains.
Yeah, it's a pretty basic wooden frame. Some decent grain on it. Mostly dark colors. You know what the freaky picture looks like.
Yep, I do. I just looked at it again. It is freaky.
Who even is this? Yep.
Well, now we know.
But he's
Now you
great
know.
on.
There was a quest where Buddy wanted it. Yep. They may or may not take responsibility for back in the day. But
All right. Well, if you want us to do this cave in, are you going to give us any, incentivize us at all? You said you got treasure back there,
oh, you want me to pay you off? I see how it be.
If you can. I mean, it's not like you're going anywhere to use it, because it sounds like a lot of work building a cave in.
I mean, it's not so much work. You just light the fuse and run for dear life.
Yeah, I'm a gnome. Running
Short
is
legs,
not my specialty. Yeah.
I can run.
Yeah.
I'm not one to judge. Not one to judge.
Okay, well.
Got any extra, doubloons? Or anything? Or any cool
Says
rock?
I've got a rock of sorts, a gem. I can give you a very nice ruby as payment if you'll take it.
All right. I mean, a ruby sounds nice.
Like, what about... Well, so... Astley looks at Kokusho and Spectre. Can I have the ruby? Can I keep the ruby?
I got shot. I think I deserve the ruby.
I was the first one to come up here and look this man in the face.
Yeah, I broke a lot of ribs though. Do you have this commitment to the party that I do to take a cannonball directly to all the ribs? Spectre
You could have
flutters
jumped.
her eyelashes.
It was aimed at me too. It was aimed at me too.
I took it for both of us. Took all this pain. Let's just give it to Kokusho.
But I want the ruby.
Kokusho does not really desire this ruby, but we'll take it if it will stop the arguing.
Astley wants the ruby. What about 2 rubies? Or 2 gems?
Now don't go getting greedy. I've only got 1 ruby that I'm offering.
Do you have anything
nice
else? One. Do you have like a doubloon? I've never had a doubloon.
Got me gold coins, but they're mine.
Not even just one?
They're a little unique, They get out. Pally sees it, he'll know.
But he'd never see it. I'd keep it forever.
He'd trace it back to you. He'd know you found it.
This is true. He won't find... I mean, the ruby is not another thing that is in your treasure hoard. I think,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to spend this doubloon. I just like to collect things. I have my own, treasure room of sorts.
You promise not to show it to anybody, and I'll let you have 1 gold doubloon as well.
Awesome. Deal.
All right. So he goes and he brings out this ruby and 1 gold coin for you. The ruby's actually pretty large. It's like the size of a baseball.
Nice.
And the next thing he brings out is a powder keg filled with black powder. He says, sounds like we have a deal.
Sounds like it.
It does sound like it. However, we may need help getting that powder keg across the river this time around. Unless you got another jump spell.
I have another jump spell.
Oh, okay.
I got at least 1 more jump spell in me. But that means Kokusho's going to have to do multiple jumps to come pick you up and pick the barrel up. make multiple trips across.
Unless
Kokusho,
he
how's your
wants to help.
cardio health?
Unless he'd like to help us across the river.
Yeah, I can jump.
Astley's not going to make the jump. Astley cannot make the jump.
Okay. So he kind of helps bring the powder keg over to the edge of the river. He says, "You jumped across today. Not much of a jumper. I'm a swimmer here."
Yeah, we got a spell, and Spectre
Yep,
puts her hand.
swam right up the river. I did.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
I couldn't even swim across it if I tried. I don't think.
Yeah, I think it's too the current's
probably
too
not.
the current's too strong.
I'd wind up right in Tempest if I tried.
Yeah, it would just washed out into the lake.
Yep.
Okay. So Spectre casts jump spell on
Kokusho.
Astley hands him a Firewire
makes multiple
Adventures
jumps
Guild
back and
business
forth.
card before we go.
Okay.
Let us know if you need us.
Okay, I suppose if I need anything,
you find a way to reach
not sure
out.
how I'll get a letter to you, but we'll find it. We'll find it.
You'll figure it out.
Send a bird or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Send a fish.
We got access to birds in here, maybe.
Not in the cave.
There's probably some bugs or something.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
All right.
In a bottle.
He wishes you well, hoping he made the right decision as you leave with a very valuable ruby, powder keg, and 1 gold coin. Jump back across the river. How far? And you got to go through this tunnel if you want. I mean, you could do the cave in technically anywhere. Where would you like to do the cave in? I guess here or closer to the door in the other tunnel past that first room that you went into.
Probably away from the river. We don't want to ruin the food situation.
Yeah, probably halfway between the river and the door.
Well, that would be right in that other large room. Would be the halfway point.
Yeah, maybe the back side of that.
The skeletons and zombies.
The back side of that large room, so right at that entrance or right at the exit area of the large room.
Right at the exit of the large room. Okay. Sounds good. Now, as you are making your way back, one thing you realize is the other side of the door where the monkey was didn't have an obvious way to open it. There wasn't the face, there wasn't the handle or anything like that. It just kind of closed on you guys.
Right. How do we get out? Maybe we take the river.
Astley goes up to the door and screams, "Let us out, you monkey."
Okay, so you head all the way back to the back side of the door, you start screaming, and you don't hear him talking back or anything.
Can I try to play the song again?
Sure.
Do I need to do a performance?
Play the song again.
Or anything?
No, don't need to roll. Don't need to roll. You play the song again, and you hear nothing. And let me get an investigation check.
Whoa, I investigated good.
Pretty good.
Investigate.
Technically, it would be...
pretty quickly...
Oh, never mind. It was a good
it's
roll.
It's a 19. It's a pretty good roll. So, Astley, you kind of realize that beyond just the monkey door itself, with the animated face, to swing with the right word, you get the understanding that this door is magical in other ways. It doesn't let sound pass through, and only really ever opens from the other side.
If I knock on it, does anything happen?
No, it doesn't even sound like you're knocking on a door. It sounds like you're just knocking on the wall where it's solid rock.
So I'm wondering if we should just take the river out of here. Spectre.
Yeah, Astley walks back and reports this.
It's a one-way door.
So do you guys want to try to ride the river downstream? See what happens? Have a little fun?
Astley is not down with that. But if you guys want to, I could figure something else out. Astley doesn't swim good.
We kind of need a boat or something.
A boat?
The river, when it continued through this tunnel, did not have a whole lot of headroom above it in the ceiling.
What about if Astley tried to do Unearthly Chorus? Can be heard up to 100 feet away.
Yeah, it would not pass through this magical barrier.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Now, technically, not all of you need to get out. You need to find a way out. If you could have one person find their way out, they could come back around
And
and
open
open the door from the other side, right? So we'll do this. I'm going to let you guys think about it. And we are at time to wrap up this session. So when we come out back next time, we'll see what our adventurers decide to do with this door that only opens one direction, a powder keg, the intent of blowing it up, and pretty good notes on how to recreate a freaky picture.
Interesting. What about that word that keeps showing up in the D&D chat?
I'm not sure what that was. I don't have my Discord open.
No, in the roll 20.
Oh, in roll 20. Qualms. I don't know.
Got him.
Yeah. It was Augie's like whole grand plan during our tea time to try to get both of you to say qualms because we
Or at
said it
least
too many
one.
times.
Yeah, we just kept saying
At least
it.
once.
And then it turned into a non-word. You know when you say a word too many
Qualms
times?
for the poor. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of alms. All right.
Qualms.
All right. Before I say it again, let's get a sign off.
Yes.
Bye.
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 Qualms.
No qualms.
No qualms
No
here.
qualms.